Welcome to Berean Media Ministries. This is your servant, Pastor Emmanuel Entry. Today's devotion is entitled God's Eternity, Part 1. Christianity always has understood God to be eternal. Romans 16:26. Eternity, as a characteristic of God's being, deals with God's relationship with time. There is a deep and faithful disagreement between the traditional and the biblical understandings of eternity. The traditional understanding of eternity maintained by Christians in general is unduly influenced by Greek philosophy. It conceives that between eternity and time there exists an unbridgeable qualitative difference. Eternity is the total absence of time and anything related to time. Consequently, the eternity of God is taken to mean that God's being is totally and completely unrelated and alien to anything temporal and historical. The consequences of such an idea permeate and condition the whole classical conception of God's nature and acts. When the idea of eternity is set in the biblical record, however, the first facet that comes into view is that the words usually translated eternity have a clear temporal meaning. In the Old Testament, olam, and in the New Testament, aion, basically mean a long time or duration, referring to a limited or unlimited period of time. That eternity is conceived in a temporal mode does not mean that the Bible identifies eternity with a created time we experience as a limit of our finite beings, but simply that the eternity of God is not alien to our time. God's time is, however, qualitatively different from our time, not in that it denies time, but in that both integrates and surpasses it. For instance, we experience time as a measure of our transientness, while the eternity of God experiences time without such transitoriness. Psalm 103:15-17, Job 36:26. Wait for the final part. God bless you. Amen.